Welcome to Turning Hard Times into Good Times. I'm your host, Jay Taylor, and I'm speaking to you from New York City on this, the 24th day of December 2019. I do like to remind you that I'm the editor of a newsletter called Jay Taylor's Gold, Energy, and Tech Stocks. You can subscribe to that letter by going to miningstocks.com. I'd like to also encourage you to consider signing up for Chen Lin's letter, What is Chen Buying, What is Chen Selling? You can do that by going to chenpicks.com, chenpicks.com. I want to thank each of you for listening to this show, making it one of the more popular shows in the Voice America Business Channel. Also want to invite you to keep your questions, comments, whatever they may be, to send them along to questionsfortaylor@gmail.com, questions4taylor@gmail.com. We do want to thank our sponsors for making this show economically viable. Our sponsors for today's show are Irving Resources, Novo Resources, Great Bear Resources, Gatling Exploration, and TriStar Gold Resources. Well, to free up your host for a little traveling time over the Christmas and New Year's season, I pre-recorded this show on December 20th. With just 6 low-volume trading days left in 2019, as of the close of business here in New York on December 20th, I thought it would be a good thing to look at two markets that Michael Oliver believes are key to the next major move in gold. Those two markets are the U.S. Dollar Index and Bloomberg Commodity Index. Michael refers to these two markets as, quote, the quiet ones, end of quote, meaning that they are huge markets but have lulled everyone to sleep by their lack of volatility. Michael's work suggests that these two very quiet but major markets are about to switch directions, with the dollar getting ready for a major decline and the commodity markets getting ready for a major rise. Key areas that Michael watches for the end of this month are 97.27 for the dollar index and 79.35 on the Bloomberg Commodity Index. If the dollar index closes below 97.27 at the end of this month, Michael believes the greenback will be in for a major decline in the very near future. At the end of business on December 20th, the dollar index was right at that 97.27 level. Regarding commodities, if Bloomberg Commodity Index BCOM rises above 79.35 at the end of this month, it would suggest to Michael that the entire commodity sector is ready to bust out to the upside. As this show is being pre-recorded on December 20th, BCOM was at 80.39, or nearly, actually more than a full point above the crucial breakout level. Michael's work suggests a major decline in the dollar and a major rise in commodity prices are, in fact, in the cards. If so, it suggests to Michael that we may be in for a significant move upwards towards the first major resistance that he sees for gold at $1,700. This week and next week, we're going to do something quite different in this show. For the last 2 weeks of this year, I'm going to be interviewing most of the Metals Investor Forum newsletter writers. I'm going to ask them 3 basic questions. What was their number one stock pick in 2019? What markets do they think will be strong in 2020? And what are the 2 top picks heading into 2020? This week, my guests will be Bob Moriarty and Brent Cook in the next segment, and then Gwen Preston and Greg McCoach in the last segment of today's show. This will be the first time on the show for Greg McCoach, who has just recently joined the Metals Investor Forum. Next week, Eric Coffin, John Kaiser, and Chen Lin will be with me to answer those same questions, and yours truly will be providing my own views with regard to the markets that I believe will be strong and those not so much in 2020, and how my portfolio did in 2019, and also what my favorite picks are as we head into the new year. Bob Moriarty has been a guest from time to time on this show. He is not involved with the Metals Investor Forum, but he is one of the most popular guests on Turning Hard Times into Good Times, and he brings a very long-term perspective on the markets that I think is very valuable. He recently wrote a piece on his 321 Gold website titled, "We are entering a gold bull market, the likes of which nobody has seen in their lifetime," end of quote. Well, we want to ask Bob about that when we come back from the break, and also then following Bob, we're going to be talking to Brent Cook.